Welcome to this journey, a story far away from cities, deep into the wild where silence rules and nature speaks. Today, we take you through the life of a man who left everything behind to build a home in the jungle. Big in main story, in a world drowning in noise, where cities never sleep and people never stop, there was one man who made a different choice. He turned his back on the race. He walked away from crowded rooms, bright screens, loud opinions. He left it all to find something real. With nothing but a few tools, a deep breath, and his will, he stepped into the heart of the jungle. Tall trees surrounded him like ancient guardians. The air was thick not with pollution, but with life. Birds fluttered above. Leaves rustled with mystery, and somewhere deep in the distance a wild animal growled. But he wasn't afraid. He had made his peace with nature, because the only danger worse than the jungle is a life without meaning. He began his journey by choosing wood. Not any wood, the strongest, the most flexible, the kind that would last through storms and time. He studied the trees as if they were old teachers. Each bark told a story. Each branch gave a clue. He chopped, sawed, and lifted logs heavier than his own weight. He carried them through thick vines, over wet soil, across small streams. His body grew tired, but his soul grew stronger. There were no instructions, no machines, no team, only one man and his bond with the earth beneath his feet. As the sun went down, the jungle changed. The soft breeze of the day turned colder, shadows grew longer, and the sounds began. Wolves howled from a far hill. Owls opened their glowing eyes. Snakes slithered silently across the floor of leaves. And the monkeys, oh, the monkeys, they screamed in the trees, swinging like wild spirits of the forest. But the man did not run. He lit a fire, a small flame, his only light, his only friend. Its glow danced across the bark of nearby trees, pushing the darkness back just enough. He sat by the fire with an axe in his lap, listening, watching. Every crackle of a branch made his heartbeat rise, but he stayed calm, because he knew this was their world, and he was only a guest. Morning came like a gift. Golden light slipped through the leaves. Birds began to sing again. Dew shimmered on the grass like tiny diamonds, and with a deep breath, he returned to building. He stacked the logs, one over the other. He tied joints with rope made from bark and vines. He shaped the walls, strong and steady. Then came the door, the windows, and finally the roof. It wasn't a mansion. It wasn't pretty, but it was his, built with his own blood, sweet and quiet dreams, a shelter not just from rain, but from the noise of the world. And then, when the house was complete, he stood at the entrance, silent, still, grateful. He didn't take a selfie. He didn't post a video. He simply closed his eyes and felt something modern life rarely gives, pride. But his story didn't end there, because the jungle had one more gift to give. Beside a crystal clear stream, he began to prepare a meal, not fast food, not frozen packets, a real meal made with care. He gathered firewood and herbs. He cleaned a fresh chicken with water from the stream. He rubbed it with wild spices, and then he cooked it slowly over open fire. The aroma filled the air. Spices sizzled, skin turned golden, juices dripped onto glowing coals. The stream beside him bubbled with joy, as if nature itself approved. He sat down on a rock, tore a piece of the chicken, and placed it into his mouth. It was warm, tender, but more than food. It was a symbol of survival, of simplicity, of strength. As he chewed slowly, the fire crackled beside him, the stream whispered like a lullaby, and the stars began to appear once more. He looked up to the sky. No lights, no towers, just stars. He smiled. He came to the jungle with nothing. He built a home from nature, faced the beasts of the night, and cooked his food by hand beside a stream. He didn't run away from the world. He just found something better: silence, peace, purpose. In a world that moves too fast, he chose to slow down, and in doing so, he found everything. If you liked this journey, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. Your support helps us bring more peaceful and inspiring content to you. See you in the next story.